Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, let me check. Okay. So, how do I look to you guys? Today I'm on my camera. Is the video clearer or is it better like the other days? Today is on the real camera. So let me know what it looks like to you out there. So I'm so sorry. I am so late. I was running late. First of all, I started running late because I was making soap. So I had to finish cooking the soap. And so I was putting it in the containers. And then I realized that I'm not going to make it in time. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be late. And so I gave myself enough time, but I'm still late trying to make sure everything is right. So how does everything look to you guys? Let me know in the chat. How do I look? How do I look? How do I look? Do I look clearer or is it better before? I'm still trying to figure out this setup. So once we finalize it, we're going to be good. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate you guys. All right. So good morning, Linda. Hey, happy Valentine's Day, you guys. So good morning, Linda. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, cousin. Oh, you guys was in here at 9 o'clock. You guys didn't see the message that I put up at 9:30, y'all. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning, Denicia. Good morning, Miss Deltra. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, D. Thank you, cousin. It's sweetest day. I want to say that I love you all. Thank you for showing up for Nikki every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, cousin, for always holding me down. Always holding me down. Continue to get what you continue to get what you to help it and others like-minded. Got you. Grand Rising, Tina. Grand Rising. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Thank you, Kay. I had an amazing time Friday evening with you all. My cheeks were sore from all the laughing I did. It was awesome. Thank you again, ladies, for showing up and sticking with me to the end. Hey. I miss you, Michelle. I was in the mountain. Service sucks. Yes, our service did suck. Let me see. Whenever I say bring me on, there's a word from the Lord. Oh, okay, cousin. Let me put the link in here. I feel so bad. But I'm sorry. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning. Thanks to those that inboxed me as well. Huge hugs to you. Is Nikki okay? Yes, I'm okay. Thank you, cousin. I love you so much. You don't even know. Good morning, Toya. Good morning, babes. Good morning. 5 minutes or less, she'll be on. I love her so much. Good morning, Deltra. Did I say that? Yes. I would like to follow everybody. Put your IG. Yes. Good morning, Lakeisha, Keisha. Oh, cousin's in the queue. I see her. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Naomi. Welcome. Good morning, Travis. Thank you. You look good. Okay, good. It's the same quality to me. They both look good. Okay, thank you. I got the whole setup. Like I look official with the camera up there. Good morning, Nene. Where you go, cousin? All right, come click the link back in. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna wait for cousin. Cousin got a word for y'all. And Sean gave me some stuff for y'all to do for date night. And she said to pick one. Oh, she did pick one. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This is the one that Sean picked. There go, cousin.
Hey, y'all. I wasn't saying bring me on today. That was just conversation. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so hey, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I wasn't saying to bring me on today. It was in conversation that we were having about me being on and how they appreciated the words that I gave last week. And I was saying whenever God give me a download, right, I will say bring me on because then there's a word from the Lord.
That's right.
That's all I had to say.
And I receive it every single time.
Yes, ma'am. But nothing today. At least, look, not yet anyway. Not yet anyway. I was just trying to, keep conversation going since everybody was in, and I'm kind of slow at work for the moment. But I was just having conversation, so people won't get bored and all that other good stuff. So I was doing my moderating job.
Right? You know I love you.
I love you too. I love
I
all
love
y'all.
you.
Again, though, I do want to thank y'all for coming on with Nikki. I know we're different levels, different steps in our journeys, right? So just thank y'all for being here. Some have fallen off, some will come back, some can get gone, some, again, everybody's here for a reason, season, or lesson, right? So again, just continue being great, everybody. I love y'all. I'm logging off because this is Nikki's day. It's not my time. Love y'all.
I love you, cousin.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, y'all. So y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. She for real holds me down. If I don't get the text message, Sean gets the text message like, "Where's Nikki? She's supposed to be on. She ain't on yet." So I appreciate her so much. So you guys, do you have Valentine's? Let's put it in the chat. Do you have a Valentine's? Or are you dating yourself? If you're dating yourself, that's good. Treat yourself good, girl. Let's see. You have a Valentine or you don't? And let me know in the chat. I was rushing so much, I don't even have my button on my arm sleeve, but dating myself. All right. Treat yourself good. Treat yourself good. I can't even find a little buttonhole. Treat yourself. I'm dating Casper. No, okay. Both Valentine and dating myself. That's right. Date yourself. Okay, this ain't working. Oh, I have a Valentine. Come on, Ms. Lois. All right, for those that have a Valentine, Sean's pick was go for a drive in an area you've never been to before. And I would even add, go to an area where you would like to move, or maybe visit an area like where you would like to have your warehouse or your business at, and start manifesting. Start driving around and just start manifesting, and start, just getting the feeling and just imagining your business being in that area, or imagine your home in that area. So I would definitely go for that. So if you are single and you don't have a Valentine, go manifest somewhere. So go for a drive to an area you've never been to before. So that's one. I'm going to give you an option. I'm going to pick one. I don't know where she picked it from. I got a whole box of these. I mean, a whole container of these. Oh, okay. Turn up the music and put on a karaoke concert to your favorite songs. Air guitar, anyone? This one's corny. I like the other one. Go for the drive. Mine was whack. Sean's was better. Go for the drive. Go for the drive. So how's everybody doing this amazing day? Put some I'm blessed in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. Good morning, D. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I got a Valentine. Boaz is coming. Okay. I think I will go manifest that for my house. Come on. Come on. Right? It don't make no sense for you sitting here. Don't sit in the house alone and be like, oh, I don't have, or you know what I'm saying? Go get out, go drive and go figure it out. Go figure it out in the area you want to live in. Go look at some homes. Go look at some business areas. Go look at some some malls maybe. And start manifesting yourself in those places and spaces. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Okay, so my kids are my Valentine all the time. Yes, yes, yes. Yesterday we spoke about Rihanna. Today, we are going to be speaking about who else? Beyonce. So we're going to talk about the differences between both of them, and we're also going to see, the marketing strategy between both of them. And I am not a marketing strategist, but it's just an observation from myself. So I did do some research. So I have some research. I wrote all my notes and everything. I researched all last night so that I can come back with some numbers and let you guys know what's popping, right? So let's see how I've been driving around looking for a warehouse and manifesting I will be in one by the summer. Come on, summer. Yes, 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 and yes. Take a picture of that area and put it on the wall so you can see it. Yes, yes, and yes. So how many of you guys are aware of Beyonce's most recent launch of Ivy Park? How many of you guys are aware? I wasn't aware. So I'm just going to put that on the table. I was not aware. I'm also not in the beehive. But how many of you guys knew that Ivy Park came out with a new collection? I'm looking. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. So Tiffany, is that one? That one's from previously, right? No idea. Come on, let me know. Let me know. I didn't know she launched anything recently. Okay. No idea. Not aware. On that train with you. Okay. I did not. I am. Miss Lois was aware. Okay. How many other people were aware that Beyonce dropped something for Ivy Park? Her marketing is whack. Dumb whack. It is dumb whack. No, no. I saw an ad. Okay. Okay. So I got the idea because I saw a little short, not a short, but a little reel from Marketing by Monray. And I was like, ooh, good morning, Yolanda. I was like, ooh, I think I'm going to talk about Beyonce today. We spoke about Rihanna, and you guys was like, well, let's just talk about marketing strategies. We don't have to just talk about Rihanna. And I was like, okay. And so I was like, it would be a good comparison because they're two big iconic stars, right? Not naturally, but they would say Beyonce has a bigger star than Rihanna, right? Because Beyonce is a different type of performer. Beyonce has been around longer, and so you would say her star is higher, or her celebrity is bigger than Rihanna's. But in this instance, it doesn't translate. In this instance, Beyonce is not the reigning queen in this particular area, in this arena. She is not winning, and she hasn't been because her endeavors that happen, her clothing endeavors haven't panned out to be very successful, or haven't had success for the long term, right? And so when Beyonce came out, okay, so we're going to go back a little bit. So I say that to say that Rihanna's marketing, you see her everywhere. Like, it seems like her hand is involved in everything. She's touching everything. She wants to make sure that everything works well, and that she's just not behind the scenes just letting anybody make decisions. It's like she is very hands on, and it's all like you can see Rihanna in every single brand that she does, right? You see Rihanna's style in her Savage X Fenty. You see it in the hoodies and stuff like that. You see her style in the packaging to her skincare. You see her style in the way that she uses influencers, and to let everybody know we are inclusion. It's inclusion here, right? She's letting everybody know I'm not knocking anybody. You thicker, you thinner, you lighter, you darker. I got everybody, right? You wanna be non-binary, I got you too. Whatever that is, I got you, right? So she's very inclusive in what she's doing, but she also maintains her style. She also maintains who the bad girl Riri. She maintains that no matter what. You can't look at a product and be like, oh no, I don't think that's Rihanna. You want to look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's for sure her. Okay, the marketing, oh yeah, that's for sure her. You get that, right? With Beyonce, not so much, right? And I'm gonna go into it. Why, I'm gonna tell you in a minute. But let me check and see what you guys have. Beyonce needs to take notes from Rihanna's marketing team. Absolutely. And you would think she'd have a better marketing team because it's Beyonce, right? But maybe she doesn't really care. Maybe this is not something she wanted to do, right? Maybe it's just something she happened to do because it was an opportunity. Right? So she never had great marketing for none of her business. The only thing she does well is market her music. I love Beyonce, but her marketing has never been on point. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when Beyonce came out with Ivy Park, which what I put, I think it was 2016. It was initially yes. It debuted in 2016. Remember, I think that was when she was in the park and she had it was like a white sports bra said Ivy Park on it. And it was like real, like, what's going on? What's going on? Right. So that's how it initially started. And she initially started it with what I wrote his name down. I got all my notes here. Philip Green. She initially started with Philip Green. And so after 2016, she decided, I guess, she wanted to own it 100%. So now in 2018, Beyonce is the full owner of Ivy Park. And in 2020, she teamed up, well, in 2019 she teamed up with Adidas, and what they did was they did the whole collaboration. Adidas thought that, this is going to be the partnership of a lifetime. This is Beyonce, right? We got Beyonce and we're about to do this thing. Beyonce has over 300 million fans. Beyonce is the queen of pop and R&B, or whatever we want to call her. She is the queen. She's got the beehive. Oh, we're going to knock this right out the park. We got to knock it out of the park. We got Beyonce. We got Beyonce. Everybody don't have Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And so they thought that this was going to be an amazing thing for them. Unfortunately, it was not. And they are, according to the Wall Street Journal, they are $200 billion in the hole with the with the Ivy Park brand. So, because you have celebrity, because you have influence, doesn't mean that people are going to support every decision that you make, right? It doesn't mean that. Don't keep up with that. This is the reason why I want you guys to start paying attention to how these celebrities are moving and how they're marketing their products and how they're, showcasing things, is because you could take some of these elements and you can apply them to your life. Right? So don't disregard the whole entire thing, but just pay attention. Oh, I really like Rihanna. There was so many takeaways from what she did at the Super Bowl and leading up to the Super Bowl for us entrepreneurs to copy and say, you know what? This is great marketing. I really need to start implementing some of these things into my business plan because this is actually working. And I need to do that because a lot of you guys, yesterday, I asked you guys if you had a strategy when you're launching products, and everybody said they don't have strategies, which means you're not getting the public ready for your thing. You're not getting everybody excited for your thing. Nobody even knows that your thing is even coming. And so how are you supposed to get sales if nobody knows what's happening? Nobody knows. There's no buzz. There's nobody talking. There's no coming attractions. There's no trailer. There's no trailer, right? So you don't have anything popping. Why are people excited to buy a candle? Why are people excited to buy a soap? Why are people excited to buy a room spray? Why are people excited to buy a t-shirt? Why are people excited to buy a hat? Like, what would make them excited? We got to go back to the drawing board and start to really analyze the things that these celebrities are doing, because so we can mimic these things, right? Because success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. So you don't necessarily have to be, I want to be like that person. You don't have to imitate that person, but you could take some things that work for you that you can apply to yourself. No, you don't have the marketing team that Rihanna has, right? You don't have the budget that Rihanna has, but you do have access to your products and to micro influencers, and you may be able to even get your stuff. Patricia showed everybody how to get yourself into press, right? You could leverage that as well. And there's so many other things that we could do to get ourselves recognized and get the buzz going about the brand, that we could get people talking and make it provocative. It gets the people going, right? So we could do that, but we got to make sure that we're paying attention so that we could pick up these clues, these little breadcrumbs that they drop, and we got to pick up these clues, right? So we got to pick up the breadcrumbs, not sweep them under the rug, right? So make sure that you're paying attention to these things. And this is why this is why I wanted to focus on the celebrity, because like Rihanna just totally killed it. She totally killed it. Not so much as the performance, but she killed it with the marketing. She killed it with the branding. She set the standard for everybody right now. For everybody. Not just, women entrepreneurs. She set the tone for everybody. Level up. Level up. Level up. Let me see. Only an observation, but I don't think B has a passion for the additional brands outside of her music like Rihanna is. She's passionate about her music, and you can see that on the other. On the other hand, see next. It seems it seems as since she came out with Lemonade with no marketing on purpose to say that she is so big, it doesn't need marketing. She has just kept that energy for whatever reason. I think, okay, so Tiffany, to that point, I want to say, I think she can do this in her music because her beehive is going to support that. So I for sure think she could do that with her music. I don't think she can do that as far as other avenues are concerned, right? Because her beehive supports her music more than, they clearly more than anything else, right? Just because Beyonce is wearing Ivy Park, or she's behind Ivy Park, or she owns Ivy Park, just because that's what's going on, they're not rallying around that. They will pay. I looked up the ticket prices. So the nosebleed seats were I think $200 to $300 in the nosebleed seats, and the better seats are from $1,000 to $5,000. People are paying that. People are paying that, and not only are they paying that, but more than one person is going. It's not like I'm going to the show by myself. It's like I'm going and I'm bringing blah blah blah, right? So we're going to the show together. So people are automatically already spending about $1,000 to go see Beyonce, but they're not paying $60-$70 to buy a pair of her pants or her shorts or her sports bras or her jackets or her anything or her sneakers. Nobody is running out to buy that, right? And so what's the reason? Right? Because if she has the influence, then she should be able to move some products, right? And it's not happening. It's not happening. But I love Bay. On the other hand, Riri hasn't released an album in 7 years, and it seems like her passions are moving away from music. Absolutely. Absolutely. But even when she was in music, she had her sights on doing other things, right? Beyonce had her sights on doing other things as well, but she doesn't really, because if nobody's going to full out buy a company if they don't expect for it that company to start doing something, right? You had a collaboration, and then you decided that you want to full out own the whole company. You don't want any, partners. And if you feel like that's the way to go, you would think that, all right, I'm going to run this thing so this company could be successful. And she doesn't necessarily need that company to be successful, right? She doesn't need for Ivy Park to sell millions and do all of that. She doesn't need that, because her music and her concerts and all of that other stuff is doing it for her. So maybe, like you're saying, it's an afterthought. But why would you buy the company full? I mean, I guess because her name was on it. I can't get into it like that because I don't know why she did that. But I just say that to say that her sales were lackluster. Like, Yeezy and Adidas, he kept that brand afloat. And now it just seems like they just not gonna make it. It seems like they just not gonna make it. And so I'm pretty sure they thought, Beyonce gonna bring the heat. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I didn't even do an official launch. See, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Away from her music into her brands, it feels like she's found so many other passions. I think this is a lesson in how your audience can see the authentic you and where your passions are to be true to you. My daughter paid $700 for Beyonce tickets. Girl. Ree didn't want to rely on her music alone. She wanted multiple streams of income. Plus, let's also keep in mind that when they started, music was different. Now music is, and you don't need to sell albums, you don't need to sell CDs, because everybody can stream it, right? So how can you monetize streaming? Right. So it started to get difficult for the artists, and they started to only make money on tours where they was barely making money off their albums anyway. They made money off advances and things like that. But I can't get too technical about any of that because I don't really know the ins and out of it. But I do know that music was changing. And so when music started to change, people needed to start to pivot and figure out, where am I going to make music? Where am I going to make money? Because if I can't make money just solely on my music, I got to figure out other outlets. And that's where Rihanna said, I think Rihanna came, she's like, we got to do something else. We got to do something more. Not only that, I just don't think she's happy in her contract. I don't even know if she's still with Rock Nation. I think she is or whatever. But yeah, she is because I looked that up. And so I just think, I don't know, maybe Jay-Z be puffy in them, like, cause who's the artist that's popping off his label now? I think that I seen that he has Little Uzi Vert, and that's he's going viral with the song everybody's using on their reels and on their TikToks. I just want right. That's what's popping. I don't know nothing else about no little Uzi Vert, and ain't nobody going to the store buying albums. Ain't nobody rushing to get the CDs. Ain't nobody doing that, right? Everybody could stream it. So if I could stream it and I could copy it, I could copy it and give it to somebody else. The same way that people bootleg, cassettes and movies and all of that before. Sorry, y'all. I forgot I'm not on my phone and my phone is just on ring. It needs to be off. All right. All right, we back. We back. So music has changed, right? So we have to we all admit that music has changed. So now we have to parlay into other things, right? And I'm pretty sure it's Beyonce. They invested in art and investments and all kinds of stuff. So this may not be something that she really, had the passion to do anymore. But if you don't have the passion to do it anymore, hire somebody that is going to do it. That way you still can get that income from this dope clothing line because you hired a dope designer to oversee the line, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. If your stage name starts with little, I don't know anything about you. I'm telling you, little baby, Lil Wayne. I love some Lil Wayne. I don't know, like the way he look now, but but yeah, yeah. So there's a whole big thing with Beyonce, right? Like you would think that the Beehive would make sure that this thing goes. It doesn't. I want everybody to do a little, we're going to do a little check, right? I want everybody to go onto Beyonce's page. I want you to go on Beyonce's page and I want you to tell me what date do you see anything about Ivy Park? What date? I know I scrolled down, I think somewhere in I don't even remember the date, but I did see a pair of Adidas. But tell me when you see anything Ivy Park on her page. Somebody let me know. And then I want you to also scroll on to Rihanna's page, Bad Gal Riri, Bad Gal Riri. I want you to go and look on her page. When do you see her brands? Right? When do you see Rihanna's brand on her page? Somebody let me know. While I wait for you guys to do that, I'm going to look at my notes because I got some notes that I wanted to share. All right. So I'm gonna wait. 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 What you got? Y'all must have had to scroll a long time. Let me scroll with y'all. Okay, so the last time, so Crystal says the last time anything was posted about Ivy Park was in February of 2022. Right? Okay, February 10th of 2022. That's the last time, right? And go to Rihanna's page and see when she started posting about any of her brands. Any of her brands. You see her at the Super Bowl. You see her with Savage X Fenty. She is all into the whole, like she's the visuals. And even let me say something about the visuals. The visuals for Ivy Park, I think are dope. Like if you go to Ivy Park, their page, if you go there and you see the visuals, they're dope. So what's missing? What's not happening here? The marketing is clearly off, right? Clearly. So whose fault is it? Is it Beyonce's fault or is it Adidas' fault? Is it Adidas job to promote and to market this? Or was it Beyonce's job to promote and market this? Or was it both of their jobs to promote and market this? That's the last time some of y'all posted. Facts. Facts. Hey Chantel. Hey Chantel. All right, so I want to say this. Beyonce gets paid $20 million every year from Adidas off the bat. Has nothing to do with sales, has nothing to do with anything else. She gets 20 million off their collab, period, off the top, right? So if they're 200 million in the hole and they're paying her 20 million every year for the collaboration, is that collaboration worth it? No, it's not. And Rihanna owns her brands, and if she doesn't own them, I think she's 50%, right? And so she has more at stake than Beyonce, right? Because I guess maybe Beyonce's like, I'm just gonna get that cute little check and I'm gonna rock with that cute little check, right? And so 20 million a year. And so this year they are going to revisit the contract and they're going to decide if they should renew it or not, but they're already 200 million in the hole. There's no need to renew it. You either need to chalk that up as a loss, or you're going to have to find somebody else that's going to do it, or you're going to have to go with your tail tucked between your legs so y'all could get Ye back so he could bring y'all back to life because he resuscitated the brand. And so with that being said, what's truly happening here, right? And so in the Wall Street Journal, they say that if you have the top selling artist, she is the most Grammy Award winning, right? She is known all over the world. Who else is rocking with her? If you say Beyonce is the top, who's under Beyonce, right? I don't say Beyonce is the top, but I mean she does work hard. She does work hard. Her music is good. Her aesthetic is, her aesthetic is good. She brings the vibe. She brings the energy. So yeah, she's bringing something. Everybody is not bringing that, right? And so yeah, she up there. And so you would think because we got the top selling artist that everything is going to work. But let me read you this quote from Adidas. Well, Wall Street Journal. It says the struggles of the brand backed by one of the world's most successful artists shows the challenges with Adidas strategy, right? So Adidas is missing the mark, right? Because you have every single thing that you need to create an amazing product. You got what you need to be in the public. You have everything that you need, except it's missing a mark somewhere, right? How many of you guys remember when Beyonce came out with the first collaboration with Adidas? Does anybody remember that? The first collaboration when Beyonce came out with Adidas. Put a one if you remember, put a two if you don't. That was the orange and like the burnt orange and the burgundy. Remember that? The first 2 weeks, Ivy Park dropped with fire. I have several pieces from that collection. The promo was so dope. And now it's like, man. That's right, Chantel. That's right. Okay, I don't. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. What they did with the first one, even Michael Jordan's mom had him to choose Nike over Adidas. Let me tell you, everybody, every influencer, every big influencer got a box from Beyonce. Every celebrity got a box from Beyonce. I remember initially I saw the first box with June Ambrose. June Ambrose had the box. I remember the whole visual and everything. Like that was so memorable, right? June Ambrose got it and she showed different ways to show how to wear these looks. And she was dancing on top of the box and she was opening and she was doing all kinds of stuff, right? And then you started seeing it everywhere. Everybody was getting these boxes from Beyonce, right? And everybody was doing a promotion. So they utilize celebrity, they utilize macro influencers. Those are the influencers with a lot of followers, like over 100,000 followers. They utilize them and they made sure that everybody used the unboxings and things like that because everybody was excited to get that box from Beyonce, right? And so they put it everywhere, but that don't last forever, right? So what's the next thing that you're gonna do? And everything after that was lackluster, right? Everything after that died down. That collection that they, sent out everything and they had the little closet, the little box or whatever, that collection sold out in minutes. It sold out in minutes. Now they can't even get rid of the stuff that they have now. They can't get rid of it. Ever since that first one, she's had more than half of the made products have not sold. Over half. This is Beyonce, right? This is Beyonce. But had Beyonce worked as like Rihanna did, Rihanna had her dancers wearing Savage X Fenty, what is it? Savage Fenty, whatever. She had them wearing that, right? And so when, like I said yesterday, when the Super Bowl was over, they send you an email. If you like what you saw, you could purchase these outfits on the website, right? Maybe if Beyonce used her dancers to wear this in practice, perhaps, or maybe even part of her show, maybe she could have sold it, right? This could have been part of merch. This could have been part of a lot of stuff, right? But they're just sitting on so much inventory right now because it's not selling, it's not moving. So what's the next thing? In order to recoup something, they're going to probably have to mark this down drastically so that the things can start moving, or Beyonce is going to have to start opening her mouth about Ivy Park, or maybe she's just disgruntled with Ivy Park. I don't know. Maybe she don't have an amazing relationship with Adidas. Who knows what the reason is behind it? But just to know, Adidas is at a loss right now. Adidas didn't profit off of this collection at all, right? Like I said, they're 200 million in the hole. Let's see. Kanye left Adidas because he said they're full of BS. It's not what they make your eyes believe. I do. She sent stuff to celebrities and they post it. Yep. More like a New York apartment, the way the boxes were big. Hey, Charmaine. I remember her sending those boxes out. Right. Ivy Park is not working out in real or athletes. What it says? Ivy Park is not working out in or real athletes. I feel like I'm dumb, but am I reading this wrong? It's more. Oh, okay. It's not for working out. It's for more for or for real athletes. It's for fashion. Fix it. Okay. She created so much excitement. She did. Beyonce is rarely ever wearing anything from her brands. Rarely, rarely. And this is what. Okay, so this is a teachable moment, right? Because when I'm saying that you guys need to showcase your products, right? I'm saying you always need to be using your stuff, right? You need to be using your stuff because your customers need to know that I use my products. Your customers need to know, like, okay, I could see the benefits of using this soap because she uses it every day. I could see the benefit of relaxing with this candle because when she's about to relax or read her book, she's lighting her candle or she's lighting this candle and she says it takes her back to whatever nostalgic memory or whatever. But if you're using your products, people are more likely to know, like, and trust you. Why would I buy anything from Beyonce? You're not even wearing your own stuff. You're not even, you know what I'm saying? You don't even rep your own brand. Why would I buy something from you? You know what I'm saying? People will buy more from Rihanna because they'll be like, oh, I want to look like Riri. Oh, you see how Riri styled that? I'm gonna do it like that. Oh, I'm gonna wear my coat like this, and I'm gonna wear my pants like that, and I'm gonna do it like this because that's I seen Riri do it just like that. They're gonna copy her because they wanna imitate what they see, and they see it on her. So if she's rocking her brand, people are going to people are going to duplicate that, right? People are going to duplicate that. I'm late, having a rough day at work. Oh, well, we appreciate you being here, Michi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, not welcome. I seen you yesterday, but hey, these examples are great teaching moments on what we should and should not be doing. Absolutely, great point. Wear, spray, burn wherever your stuff is. That's right. That's right. into a world and life that consists of sacrificing. How can I how can I incorporate the game? Well, what you're doing is you're not trying to imitate their life or their lifestyle. You're creating from what you see. You're building from what they're doing. Like I said, if you want to be successful, you're going to copy what successful people do. If you want to sell a lot, you're going to find somebody who sells a lot and you're going to get tips and pointers and see how I'm going to sell a lot. If you want to do things, you're going to look at things so that you can see, again, success leaves clues. So you want to see what they're doing so that you could take what you need and leave what you don't. You don't necessarily have to say, I want to be a celebrity to copy what they're doing. No, you're looking at the celebrity to see what's working, right? And again, Rihanna left them. I don't even know who could mess with Rihanna with the way she marketed everything. I don't even think anybody could mess with her. And then with that being said, you could take that and say, I could do this, right? I could be promoting my stuff and people, because a lot of you guys are talking about people getting tired of me. This is why I don't post too much. You need to post more because people are missing, right? People are missing out on your content. And if you're posting and if you're providing entertaining content, engaging content, you're educating them. If you're providing this kind of information to people, people are more likely to buy from you. You can't disregard what they're doing and saying that you don't want to be that. You don't have to be that, but you can take what they're doing and put that into work for yourself, right? Again, we don't have the budgets that they have. We don't have the team that they have. Most of us is working on a one-person team or two-person team, right? And so if you're working with that, you got to maximize what you can with what you have, right? And so you can look and see what they're doing so that you can implement it into what you got going on, right? So Rihanna showed up everywhere, right? How do I show up everywhere? Show up on social media. How do I get people to talk about my products? Maybe start reaching out to microinfluencers. Maybe start getting UGC creators to come and to do content for your products, right? Maybe you can do something like that, right? But if people don't see your product being used, if people don't see you even using your product, then why would they buy it? If people don't see it around, what would remind them? What would be a trigger for them to say, oh, you know what? I need to go and buy that, right? What would remind people that? If you're not telling people what you do consistently, they're not going to have any emotional attachment to you, nor is there going to be any triggers that is going to trigger them to want to say, oh yeah, you know what? When I think about candles, I think about this. When I think about soap, I think about this. When I think about getting my outfit together, this is what I think about, right? There is no connection to it, period. So you got to figure out, people love her. How do they love her? Why do they love her? What do I need to do so that my customers can feel the same way? What could I do to make my customers feel special? Rihanna makes her customers feel special because she has events. She actually reaches out to the influencers. She actually invites the influencers to events and things like that. So people feel that they're connected to her, because if you're looking at her just as a celebrity, it seems like you can't touch her, right? But she makes it seem like, you know what, I'm just like you. I'm here with you guys. Thank you so much. I want to let you know that I appreciate what you're doing for me. Yes, I'm the big, huge celebrity, but I appreciate what you're doing for me because you are helping me to get this brand out there. You are helping me to get this brand, you're helping me to spread this brand, to spread the word, to spread awareness of what I'm doing right here. And I so appreciate you. And let me show you how I appreciate you. I'm gonna bring you to events. Yes, she's using it because she's telling them that she's appreciating them, but they're also going to be excited to be there. They're going to be creating more content because they're going to be showing them at the events with her. They're going to be showing the freebies that she gave them. They're going to be showing, the event and how beautiful and how awesome this event is because, they had this whole party for them, and they're going to be talking about it, which is going to not only create the buzz for the brand, it's going to create the buzz for connection. It's going to see that Rihanna really appreciates and she is not that standoffish, that she actually cares about her people. That is what it all created. And so you don't have to look at it from the point of the celebrity. You could look at it as the point of the connectability, the connection that she created with the influencers and the customers and things like that. And those are the key takeaways from when you watch somebody, doing business that are operating on a different level than you are. Right? So you see how you can incorporate it into what you got. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Yes, yes, and yes. Rihanna also does videos of her using the products. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you'll see her washing her face. You'll see her using her little her gloss pudding. You'll see her putting you'll see her doing her whole full face. And she does that, right? And that's what you guys also another takeaway. Thank you, Chantel. That's a good takeaway for you guys. If you do anything, use your products. Use your products. You have stuff that you use in the shower, use them in the shower and show that as content, right? Maybe ask if you have micro influencers, or maybe you have friends that are doing it. Ask them to use the product in motion so that you could use it so people could see the uses of your product, right? If I'm gonna use Yaz as an example, she has massage candles, right? And so if she doesn't say that this is a massage candle, people are just going to automatically assume that it's just a regular candle. They're not going to know to when this wax melts down that I could put this on my body and I could use it as a massage. I could use it for couples. I could use it for myself. I could use it for in the spa. I could use it anywhere, right? People wouldn't think that, but you'd have to give them a demonstration. You have to let them know this is what's going on. A lot of you guys are just showing pictures of your products. Nobody knows anything about the products. Nobody knows why you chose certain ingredients. Nobody knows why you only do candles, or only do room sprays, or only nobody knows the reasons, or why you choose a certain base for your room spray. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows the reason why you don't use plastic with BPA, right? Nobody knows that. So what would make you different? Those things have to stand out, right? There's a reason why you're doing it. Only you know that reason. Share that reason with your people, right? Share that reason with your people. So the importance of Rihanna using her products to let people know that it actually works and that it's not a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time people were saying about Kim, they were saying that her products are making your face break out, the scrub is too harsh. Like they really didn't test and try and do it. So she was getting ripped in the media about her products, and the influencers were giving her a ton, right? The influencers were giving her a ton because they were like, these products, you would expect more quality from Kim K than you know what I'm saying? Like I would expect for you to have this would have been top notch, right? And so people were talking bad about it. And then she had to go back to the drawing board to fix some things because people weren't talking good about it. Right. And so you have to, and then she wasn't using it. So if you're not using it, then why should I trust to use it on my face? Right. And so Rihanna is showing you that. So demonstration and using your products, and no matter what you're doing, is going to be something that you need for your customers to know, like, and trust you. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I agree with Chantel. She shows that she takes part of creating the product. She doesn't just hire somebody to do all the work for her. You can tell she doesn't want to sell the same items she wouldn't use. Absolutely. 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 Let me see. Okay, thanks. That helped me understand the business aspect better. Yes, yes, yes. Nikki, you stay showing us how to use your makeup remover. Right, facts. Facts. And I don't care if you see me do it yesterday. You're going to see me do it again and again and again and again. You're going to continue to see me do it until, I'm not selling it anymore. I'm going to wash my brushes until I'm not going to wash my brushes no more. You know what I'm saying? This is just the way it is. This is just what I'm going to do. Right. And so you have to make sure that you show up and you wearing your stuff. Right? In the picture, it looks cool. That's fine. You got some nice scenery. All of that looks fine. But people really like, well, what does it look like? What does it do? Like, how does that benefit me? Like, what's that going to do for my skin? What if I put that on my skin? I don't know about oil cleanser. And see, this is the reason why I do it a lot. Because the misconception is using oils on your face or using an oil cleanser may break out your face. So I am showing you, I have, my makeup on. I'm going to show you how I take off my makeup. I'm going to show you me using my soap. I'm going to show you me using my facial serum, and I'm going to zoom into my face so that you can see my skin and see everything that's in there, or on it rather, and make you could see that this is what I do every single day. How many times you use your stuff? I use it 2 times a day, sometimes more, whatever. But whenever I'm doing it, you'll get to see that, yes, my products actually work because I'm using it. Now, if I sold a facial soap and a facial serum and I use somebody else's stuff, Why don't I use my own? So that's already going to put up a red flag for everybody. Everybody's going to think like, why don't you use your own stuff? Like, what's wrong with it, right? And that's going to make people think like, I'm not going to mess with that. So you got to make sure that you're utilizing your products. You got to make sure that you're utilizing your influence, and you got to make sure that you are, as like Rihanna has showed, whenever you have the moment, make sure you maximize on the moment. Make sure that if you're in front of somebody and you have the opportunity to share your product, right? If you are anywhere in the room and somebody asks you what you do, don't be shy and say, oh, I don't do much, I just do. No, you use that opportunity to say exactly what you do, who you are, and who you serve. You use that opportunity for that. Take advantage of your opportunities. If you learn nothing else from Rihanna, you learn to maximize on the moment. You learn to always be talking about your product. You learn that you should always be front and center with what you have, and everybody should see what's going on with the brand. Everybody should see what's going on with your product. Nobody should have to guess, right? Nobody should have to guess about your products, how to use your products, what they do, the education about it, how to take care of anything about themselves. You should be providing that. And so there should never be a lack of content. And there should also be, always be a reason for you to be talking about something, because you should always be excited about something. I'm always excited about taking off my makeup when, after I finish or whatever. I'm excited about taking off my makeup. Why? Because I know my makeup remover works. And so I need everybody else to know. How else are you going to know if I don't use it? So I use it every single day. I use my soap. Why do I use my soap? Because I know that it works for me. I know that I don't have dry patches anymore. And anybody who's watching me, or anybody within the sound of my voice, if you have extremely dry skin, then okay, but maybe let me try this oatmeal and honey soap. Or because my son had eczema and that's the reason why I started the business, let me try this on my baby because my baby does have eczema or whatever. Let me try this soap, and then let me try this whatever. But I continue to give you that. You got to continue to tell that story. Just like Rihanna, you don't have to scroll down her whole timeline to find out when she talks about any of her brands. You don't have to do that. She's telling you front and center every single time. So don't get in the habit of saying people are getting sick and tired of you, because they need to see it. It needs to be said. It's what they say. It takes 7 touches, it takes the person 7 times for them to make that sale, or for you to make that sale, right? Or for them to say, oh, you know what? Maybe this is a sign for me to buy this product. Maybe this is a sign for me to get this thing, right? And so I want you guys to take that with you today. I'm listening and posting, creating as much as possible. That's right. Stay sick of me. Stay sick of me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. When I wear my stuff, I get sales, because it looks better on a person than it does on a hanger. It looks better on a person than it does folded up. It looks better on a person. I get to see the hat. I know what the hat is, but I see it the way you style it. Oh, that's a good idea. You're giving them ideas to use your product, right? You're being suggestive on how they could use your product. If I placed my candle in my living room, I'm saying, wouldn't this look nice in your living room? If I placed it in my bathroom, I'm saying, you know what, this is what I like in my bathroom. I like the serenity in my bathroom, right? And this is what I'm showing you, right? But you gotta be suggestive about the images, because this is where people are going to start imagining themselves using your products. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me see. Let me make sure I set everything off of here, because my computer look like it's about to pass out. Let's see. I said Rihanna seamlessly blended into her different areas of business. It may not have been an easy transition, but she did make it about her. And so that made it, her Navy supported that. And again, remember I said at the Super Bowl, she reminded people about the music. So she got her music lovers. She reminded those people who love her skincare and her makeup. She reminded people who loved her Savage X Fenty. She reminded people who she was on all levels. She didn't just do it on the surface. She was, she dipped into everything that she had her feet in, right? And so you got to make sure that you are doing what you got to do. Let me see. I think I said everything. Okay, so this is my takeaways that I wrote down. But just because you use a celeb, like just because you have an opportunity and somebody uses your stuff, don't think that that's going to be the be all the end all, because you got to still do the work behind that. Just because you have a big name, let's say somebody, promoted your product or whatever, just because you have that doesn't mean that that's going to be the thing that's going to sell millions of that thing, right? Wiz Khalifa, I made hair oil for Wiz Khalifa, and so that's not my bestseller. My bestseller is my skincare. But you got to make sure that you're still doing the work behind that, because just because that person did it, it's not their responsibility to sell that product. It's your responsibility. So just keep that in mind. You still need to market and promote like crazy. You can't rest on the fact that people will talk about it just because a celebrity used it or put it in somewhere. You can't rest on the fact of that. You got to still put in the work. You still got to put in the time, and you still got to be the one that's creating the buzz. And you got to keep that maintain that energy, and you got to keep track of everything that's coming in and going out. And also you need to maintain the customers. So when you get the momentum of a celebrity or a big influencer doing something for you, and if that particular thing goes viral, you got to make sure that you are engaging, and your email is up to par, that your text messaging is up to par, that you are communicating it, that you are posting on social media. Because some people will do something like that and then they won't even post. Like, then why would people, the people of they following you because you had that buzz for a second, and then they're like, well, why am I still following you? You haven't even posted, and blah 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 blah. Who knows the thinking behind that? But you have to make sure that you keep them interested and keep them engaged. So that's all that I had to say for today, you guys. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me today. If anybody has anything to say, let me know in the chat. And if you have not yet, hit the thumbs up button, y'all. And if you're catching the replay, we are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you got some value from it. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me today, and I hope you got some value from it. I hope that it was worth your time, because you don't get your time back, and I appreciate that. So I want y'all to know that. Make sure you share, and make sure that you comment down below. I said all of that. And make sure you turn on your notifications so that you can know when I go live. Again, we will be going live. I think we're going to go live tomorrow. I gotta wait for Emmanuel to give me the go ahead, but I think we're gonna go live with him tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll have an evening class for you guys, and we're gonna be talking about Chat GPS. Oh wait, is it Chat GPS? I forgot what it's called. But it's chat something. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. When asked what I'm wearing, what it says. Thanks for the lesson, very, very valuable. These people at work pulling me from typing my response. I know. I was like, what you saying? What's going on here, cousin? All right, y'all. So did y'all enjoy today? Let me know if y'all got some takeaways from today. You could put a 1 in the chat. You could say I did. You could say it was good. You could say, Nikki, do better. I don't care. One of them things. Let me know what you think, because that way I could get better. Right? So if it wasn't something that was interesting to you, I could definitely do and be better. With that being said, everything is wrapping up on me, so I'm gonna have to check y'all in the DM. So make sure y'all catch me in my stories, because of course I'm gonna be flooding your stories. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for watching me. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Not yet, because I can't end the broadcast.